Okay, hey guys, welcome back to another video. If my sound ever cuts out, it's not me. Well, it is me. I'm pressing a thing. I'm just muting my mic, and it's because something happened. Like maybe someone's walking behind me, and that's why I cover my camera. It could just be different stuff. But we're just gonna play another Edward Newgate game. I know I'm not doing tons of different stuff right now, but people have been really liking these in my Nami decks. So yeah, we're just gonna play one. I'm just gonna host one because it seems to be the easiest way to get people to join. So, Prona versus Edward Newgate. I should be able to win. I'm playing the weird strategy that we were talking about. The no skill, just take life, take life, take life, take life, and I'll just keep swinging at you full force as much as I can, because I can. And then we're just gonna take the 1k, and then we can't swing, and I don't really feel like putting down that 2k. I could have put it down and got an extra swing next turn, but I mean it's a 2k, and 2ks matter so much. And also I was kind of worried that he would probably tap or something like that, so I was surprised he didn't just put 2 on to lead and swing, but I mean I'm 1 life closer now. It'd kind of suck if he went for Searchers, but if he does, then he's not playing anything huge, and also I'm going to play Marcos onto that, just to counter that. I'm not going to go for his Marcos yet, but I'm just going for Searchers. I'm going to take a Luffy, because that is pretty nice. And then I'm just going to go... Just because I know he's not going to swing at me much, I'm going to pay 2 for that. I'm going to go 7 to lead. Even though he has these guys up, I'm going to play a Luffy next turn. I'm going to take a life off Sanji. I'm just going to be a little more aggressive this game. Yeah, and it's not exactly... oh, yeah, because he can tap that. That does kind of suck. But that's the really nice thing about me going to be playing Marco later, is that he can't tap it. And it's more than 4, so... More than 4, it's a 6k. And that's even nice to get out, because now I have Nami. And I actually do really like the Nami into that, because that even gave me even better of an option, to be honest. That gave me a really good option, actually. That made me think about not even. So, even though this is really weird, I'm gonna go 2 into a 0. Obviously, it's gonna take. And then I'm gonna pay... Honestly, I'm like, do I play Marco and get the 1 out, or do I just play Luffy to Luffy and Edward Newgate? Luffy and Edward Newgate, I think, is the strategy here. 6, and then I'm gonna do 7. 7, obviously will take because it's above one card they have to trash. That's probably his rule. That's what my old rule used to be. Because everybody, you can kind of figure out what people's rules are in this game, and it sounds really dumb. But my whole rule in this game is, with Edward Newgate especially, take all your life. If opponents are going to swing at your characters, let them take them. Unless it's obviously like a Monkey D. Luffy that matters that much and they don't have a billion swings. So, yeah. This Prona deck's interesting. It's a Kozuki deck. What I think's even more interesting, because why wouldn't you just play Yamato? Because it does really feel like Yamato deck compared. The only thing is I could see something just getting down 1 cost. Like how she put it down and then she did the play Ryoma. Okay, take a life. Obviously she doesn't do another one. To this, I'm going to pay 7 to lead. Pay 5. Put a Don onto him. 8 to lead, because obviously he'll counter out. Take 2 2Ks from him, or 1 2K and then 2 1K is what's actually better. Now that I have 3 Edward Newgates, pretty much he can't kill me unless he goes very split, and he won't do much. I've seen two different strategies from people. They'll try and split up, what never works, or they'll try and go one big swing, what doesn't seem to work 90% of the time. I know this kind of breaks my rule, but here, and obviously there's reasons why you don't do this, just because I can easily 2k out, and I'm not really worried about how many counters I have, even though I don't have a lot of 2ks, I know I'm going to pull some soon. If I play Edward Newgate, I won't lose my life at the end of my tax turn. It's just going to be so nice for me if I can just play Edward Newgate and have the extra life, just in case they do go, let's say that they have the 7k, they're going to throw 17,000 into lead. I'm a 8k leader, like, not really going to survive. Just like I was saying earlier, is I'm not trying to break my rule, but I'm going to kind of. And I think she's just gonna, no, okay. I'm gonna pay 9 for this, and then I'm gonna go, and this is gonna be really nice because I'm gonna be able to KO that. And I'm just gonna go 8 lead because it's such a big number. Now obviously he's gonna take, and then I just pass. And me having that 1 life makes it super hard for him to swing at me, and me also being an 8k leader is even bigger. That's why those new decks, the yellow leader decks, are so painful, and you're like, well, it's just this amount of leader, like I can swing one really big swing. Well, you want to get a lot of little swings, and when they're drawing and getting themselves up, like it's all a lot of big stuff is happening. Obviously he's just doing I want to be a samurai, or you can be my samurai, is what it's called. He's just tapping stuff to draw. Well, I mean, it's good. I think it's actually good against this deck, to be honest. I'm also just letting him search each turn, because I don't honestly care, because I'm going to do a lot more than he's actually going to be able to realize. I'm just going to 3k out. And then realistically, he'll throw the rest of his Dawn onto leader and then swing at me. And I'll just take, honestly, because it's not that big of a strong point for me to have to worry about. And he's not even playing blockers yet, at least. He could play a 5-cost blocker here. Yeah, no, he doesn't. And this is going to suck for him a lot, because I'm going to nuke his board. And even if I get a rush Luffy, I'm for sure winning, no question. Yeah. I didn't pull one, sadly. I could try and survive another turn. What's very doable, to be honest. But he has 9 cards. I'm definitely not going to win unless I had something crazy. I think paying 9 for another Edward Newgate and then going 8 at lead is just going to hurt so much. I'm just building a board so he can't resist my swings. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. And honestly, I'm just kind of playing, acting like I have a lot more than I do. Because I got really unlucky with what I got, even though I get like 12. So every single turn I'm really drawing 1 card, right? I'm drawing 2 cards, right? That's like the whole point, is I'm actually drawing multiple cards. And normally I wouldn't do this. But I'm going to 2, and I'm going to 1. Just to make it seem like I have more 2Ks or 1Ks in my hand. So, if he swings one really big swing. But, I'm 8. You can throw 1 onto this, throw 2 onto this, throw 2 onto this. A lot of ones. A lot of ones. Just trying to keep it from, yeah, he was scared. He knew that he was going to lose right after that, and that's fine. He had nothing in that hand. I could have swung last turn and won off that, honestly. I think, oh no, I couldn't have, because he played a 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he did a, that's weird how he did the, yeah, because he countered out with 1, 2, and then he countered out with a 2k after that. Oh, he messed up. Yeah, he must have messed up. But, I mean, I think he thought that he was going to win. I was surprised that he left mid-game, because I don't think he would have won, because he would have went 3, well, he could have went 3-3, 7-8-9, 7-8-9, and I would have 2'd out of 1, I would have drew a card, yeah, I would have survived, because his best idea, and he has 2 different ideas here, I could have countered out both, because I don't have tons of 2Ks, I have tons of 1Ks, or I don't have a medium amount of 2Ks. I have a lot of 1Ks. That's a really nice thing. So he would have done, realistically, he would have went two different ways. He would have went big, or he would have went far. If he went big, I would have just took the 1 life. And then if he went and did 7-8, 8 to lead, swung that, I would have countered out for 1. And then I would have made it sure that he couldn't go like with his leader and then his other guy and then win, or just go all on 1 character and swing. So he would have 4 Dawn, 4 onto 6 is 7, 8, 9, 10. So he could have went 10, and obviously he would have took that life, but I'd still be alive, and I'd be with 2 1Ks and then a 2K. So I'd be at 4K counter, and he'd have no Dawn up, and then I have 2 10Ks for next turn. And if he played a blocker like he realistically would have, realistically we would have played Ryuma if I played anything a little less scary. And then he would have played his blocker. But the second thing about this blocker is my Edward Newgate counters it, because if I put 2 Dawn onto him and swing with Edward Newgate, it KOs whatever that item is that I choose. In each swing I can do that once. So if he has 2 little blockers, then it does work. But I do kill 1 of them in the process. So basically if they have 2 blockers, my 1 guy kills 2 blockers. And the extra nice thing is if I'm swinging board and he wants to make sure that I can't kill him, and he's worried about it, then I can swing at his characters, do like 12k at something, and then KO something on his blocker board, and then he doesn't even block because he's so worried about me killing his face. And then I can swing another Edward Newgate, KO his blocker, and then I can kill something else on his board, and then he has no blockers, right? But my other idea was if he went, because my leader's 8k, if he went 7-8 for 2, so he put 2 Dawn onto that, and then he went 7-8 again, that'd leave him with 2 Dawn, 6, 7, yeah, no. He couldn't even split it up even more, because he was 1 Dawn behind. Honestly, the Momo was really good idea. I think the best idea that he had was the Kuzan, but I wasn't giving him the option of little guys, like 5 costs, for him to tap or anything, because I think it has to be 4 or less, so he couldn't even have tapped my Edward Newgate. 5, 4, oh, okay, he could have played a Kuzan, that would have been his best idea. It would have countered me at least a turn, and it would have been really scary. He would have tapped his, no, he would have just KO'd his best idea, and this is what I totally would have done. I don't understand why he didn't do it, but don't even tap your Kuzuki, KO that, play your Kuzan onto your Kozuki, and then you use leader ability, tap my Edward Newgate, because it's 9 cost, not a 10. And then I'm down 1 guy, and this doesn't do much, but this doesn't do much at all. But at least he has another 10k out, or I think it's 10. Yeah, 10k out, 10 cost. And then he got something off my side tapped to a certain extent. It would have been his best option there, but I mean, he didn't have much of an option, but that was his best option. Yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys really did like it. I'm trying to do some more videos. I'm going to do some in-person ones. I'm maybe even going to start this weekend, because I'm doing this Friday and I'm going to post it Friday. It's 5:09 and it's got to be posted by 6. But yeah, so I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video, and I hope you guys like this one. I'm going to start doing in-person games. I'm going to record them, and I counted it. I get 4 games per day, and I go about 3 times a week. So it's a lot of games. Like, it's weeks on weeks on weeks of stuff for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys next week.